Hey everyone, I'm Dark Quarter, and welcome back to Crypt the NecroDancer. So, last time I was still trying to get through Zone 3, and since then I've actually been playing this game a whole lot. As you can see, I have played the game so much that I bought all the available upgrades. And I've unlocked, I actually unlocked up to Zone 4 with a lot of these other characters, which is, for some of them, is pretty hard. But I have not gone through it with Cadence, so I'm hoping by now that I have, more than enough practice with this zone to be able to pass it. I really hope so. Because I know I've been playing it enough. There we go. Yeah, a lot of these other guys have like really tough what do I want to say? Really tough restrictions on them. Jeez, couldn't think of it. Like, you can't pick up gold with the monk, and if you do, you die instantly. No matter how much life you had, or, whatever you were doing, no matter how much armor or health or whatever you have at the time. And that's really hard. Like, you have to be hyper focused the entire time on exactly what you're doing every single step of the way. And then Mary has a lamb, obviously, that you have to protect, that follows her everywhere she goes. Which means that for the enemies that follow you around, you have to be really careful about exposing the lamb to, any of these enemies that might follow you around and that could kill the lamb when you're trying to lead it into a spot where it can be killed easily, something like that. Yeah, I messed up there. Oh, cyclic telepathy. Yeah, sure, why not? Let me see where the enemies are. Oh. It's about to end. Better go. And I really love this music. When you have the collector's edition of the game, or, whatever, when you buy the soundtrack. And I apparently still suck at this with Cadence. Well, it's not really that I suck at it, it's just that it takes a lot more, I don't know, it's like when you're playing it and talking. I mean, I know I've said this plenty of times before, but when you're playing and talking, it's so much harder than just playing, because you're trying to divide your attention between playing and talking instead of just playing, which makes you more prone to making mistakes, which is why I just did that. And normally if I was playing, I would never do that. And I've learned that some enemies, I know exactly how to handle most of these enemies, or I should say I know how to handle all the enemies with the amount of times that I played this. I mean, I played a lot of this game. I couldn't even, I can't tell you how long I've been playing this offhand. It says in my Steam library. But I've been playing this for a lot of time, a lot of hours, just trying to unlock the different zones with different characters, you know. And I like, well, anyway, when you get the, I don't know if it's when you get the collector's edition of the game, but if you buy the DLC, the different soundtracks and stuff, you get them as MP3s in your Steam directory, and then you can take the MP3s with you, and I have done that. Yes, I have a lot of these MP3s as my as a lot of my go-to songs now for like listening in the car or something. Spider-Man, you're so annoying. I got to learn the movements of all these guys. It's so hard to concentrate right now. Jeez. Like that mimic that hides on the walls of the shop now. I mean, he can move and attack diagonally, and I can't. Some of these, some of these, you'll quickly learn that in these later zones, Zone 3. Well, I mean, originally there were four zones if you don't get the DLC, but you know, originally there were 4 zones, so yeah, Zone 3 is a later zone, considering that, but yeah, some enemies move on every beat, some enemies move on every 2 beats, and I hate when I do that. And some enemies can move and attack diagonally. Some of them can't. And some have a lot of health. Some of them don't do damage to you until certain conditions are met, like kinda hate the blue dragon. It's a lot of health. Oh boy. That was tough. It was tough to do while talking about it. But yeah, most bosses and mini bosses will move. Well, can't say about most bosses, but most mini bosses will move every 2 beats, which gives you a chance to attack them. Keep missing the beat for some reason. But it gives you a chance to attack and then move like every other turn, which is good, because how would you fight them otherwise, right? And I learned about fighting diamonds in the walls. Some walls will sparkle, and those walls will have a few diamonds in them. Well, it depends on what zone you're in. If you're in Zone 1, you'll get 1 diamond, and if you're in Zone 2, you'll have 2 diamonds, like that. Those guys can still kill me. I'm sure I would have passed this already if I wasn't recording. So distracting, you know. Not that I'm like blaming anybody. I mean, I'm choosing to do this, obviously, but I'm just saying it's tough. Especially when I'm not paying attention to the beat. Okay, I think I got it. Oh yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, definitely have to pay attention to what you're standing on. This is actually my favorite zone so far. It's got some of my favorite music in the game, to be honest. Like, I like Zone 3 too, probably has my favorite music in the game. And I love that the music in the zone is dynamic. Well, I mean, most of the music in the game is dynamic in some way or another, but Zone 3 has like a hot and cold area. If you go to the hot area, it's more like guitar riffs and stuff. And if you go to the icy area, it's more about electronic music. And the music will switch dynamically depending on what area you're in, which I really, really like about this zone. Felt like I was gonna lose the beat any moment there, but I got it. Oh, that blue dragon is so annoying because he can freeze you. Yeah, jeez, I hate that. I feel like this is, yeah, I feel like this is what was gonna end soon. Oh, I really hate that. Sometimes I hit the up and down buttons somehow. I don't know how I do it, but sometimes I just accidentally hit the up and down buttons, which, if you have a throwing weapon, it throws your weapon, which is really annoying because then you can't do any damage. Like that. Alright. And I really like the guess I'll take the glass rapier, why not? The glass weapons are nice, but they shatter if you get hit. I mean, not just glass weapons, you can get just about a glass anything. Glass shoes, glass armor, glass, what is it? What am I thinking of? Shovel. Glass shovel, yeah. Like that. I was gonna have no weapon after that if I didn't go and pick up the shard. Which sometimes is kind of annoying, but it's a feature of the glass items. So I don't really like the glass items that much, just because they can shatter and I can be hit at any moment. It doesn't really matter if you miss the beat, it only matters if you actually get hit. Which can happen pretty easily, depending on what's going on and what you're doing, if you have any distractions, that kind of thing. I love this quartz armor. It reduces all damage to only one heart. Titanium whip? Yes, thank you. Oh, I forgot I had cheese to eat. But yeah, 3-2 is actually my favorite music of the game so far. These glasses are pretty interesting. They give you +1 damage, and then let's see, I'll take that. Trap of Foresight. Jeez. I really like the spiked earmuffs. but they shatter if you miss the beat. Which isn't such a big deal if I'm playing just by myself, just playing. But when I'm recording, it's a much bigger chance that I'm gonna miss the beat. Alright. Take that Ring of Pain. Anything to increase my damage. Oh, see, they shattered because I tried to dig that lava block, which broke them. Because when you try to dig something that you can't dig, you miss the beat. Whoa, what happened to you, man? You're already down 4 hearts. I love the whip. And I've got a titanium whip, which has extra damage on it. Titanium weapons have really good damage, but I actually prefer the obsidian weapons because their damage is based on your multiplier instead of just, you know, a single number damage. They equal whatever your multiplier is, which can be up to 4, which I think gives you 4 damage. I had to get that. Oh no. Oh, I tried to. Oh shoot. I thought I ate all the cookies. Alright, this is where I can mess up. Very, very easy. Those square traps on the floor are confusion traps, so if you or the enemies step on them, they will basically reverse your controls. So those are good to avoid when possible. Jeez. But sometimes the whip can trap you onto... sometimes the whip will get you into situations where you're gonna take unnecessary damage. Like staying on a, you know, lava block when you didn't really mean to. Which really sucks. Boy. I love the whips because they let you attack from a distance, but yeah, sometimes they can mess with your strategy because it'll focus on attacking an enemy it might have focused on attacking an enemy in a square instead of letting you move. Alright, this I'll take because it's multiplayer based damage. Is there anything else? Yeah, those guys down there. Actually, I don't know. I mean, I like that it's a multiplayer based damage here on this broadsword, but the whip would let me have a better... it would give me better distance. Maybe I'll take the whip back. There's titanium whip too. Ah, shoot.
Death
Too late.
metal.
Oh, death metal. Okay. I faced him before. I'm going to be silent. Okay. I'm going to pause this because I need to say this. This is a boss fight and I really want to win, and I'm low on health, so I'm probably not going to talk much so I can just concentrate on the fight. I hope you guys don't mind that. And if I die, well, I'll just start over again. And then, nothing special will happen. But anyway, that's what I want to say, so here we go. Don't exit. And I died right away. So much for concentrating on the fight. Well, there we go. Oh boy. Let's just add that to the fails compilation, huh? Spider-Man, you are really annoying. So used to the faster beat. Check foresight. I could use a carrot, but I don't have enough. Oh. Now I do. Carrots are really nice because they reveal the entire map of that level. Glass torch. Again, it's glass, so you can lose it when you get hit. But if you don't get hit for a while, you can get a lot of good use out of it. Oh, so they let me see. So the Torch of Foresight gives you +1 sight, and it lets you see traps. This one says it gives you magic sight, which I guess means it lets you see enemies. Get that on the right beat. Oh, long attack. That's much better. Thank you. The regular longsword doesn't give you any more damage, but it does give you a longer attack, which is very much preferable to the regular attack. It's very nice. And the song is almost over already. Jeez. I didn't know it was that close to the end. Ah, shoot. Jeez, that's annoying. Oh, that was so annoying. That was an annoying start. Wow, I am almost dead. But that's a risk you take when you don't exit normally. You might get surrounded by enemies in the next level. It's always a possibility. But yeah, this isn't my favorite version of the song, but this is my favorite song of the game so far. Aha. Get enemies slow and lose health. I don't know about that. Ouch. Hate that. Alright, now this guy. Oh, it's the diamond-shaped ones that are traps on the floor that are confusion squares. the blocks traps on the ground that have squares are teleportation squares. There. Well, I did not exactly get past Zone 3. I almost did, but then I died in an epic fail. So, there's that. So, anyway, thank you guys for watching. Thanks for being cool, and I'll see you next time.